find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. First quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Keneduagu now out of his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Jalen Johnson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The former 3rd-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can. It's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
Fields on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. First carry for Josh Jacobs. Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Fields. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. This defense for the Bears, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. They go play action here on first down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Jalen Johnson. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Osborne. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. He'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Jalen Johnson, what a start to this ball game. Still in the first quarter, and he now has 3 sacks, on pace for double digits. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Jaquan Brisker in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll look to throw. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Takes it at the 7th. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11th. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Back to the air, Fields on second down. He's going to look deep for more. And this is going to be intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
46-yard line.
Second and 2. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hawkinson, 46 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the one. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the two-point attempt is turned aside. This will be fielded inside the 5.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. So now following the sack, Fields of the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 13.
Here's Fields. Under pressure, they got him again. Here we go on 4th down. Fields. He's going to float this over the middle deep. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they're
in trouble, and he's taken down. Jalen Johnson. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. In motion comes the tight end left. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got him in. Complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 39 yards there. A big one. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. He'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Eddie Jackson picks it, and the Bears force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Counter play with Jacobs. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Now first down throw, Fields. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Here's Fields.
And it'll be intercepted.
Andrew Booth picks it up. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Running on first down is Cook, but he didn't find much there. Call it a gain of 3, 2nd down.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
He's going to look deep for more. And my goodness, another interception.
Andrew Booth picks it up. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Out of bounds at the 41-yard line. 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
4 yards remain for 2nd down.
Now back to throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Jaquan Brisker picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. On 2nd down, Cook. It's a gain of 5, but they're still deep in a hole. 15 yards still to go on 3rd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
A 6-yard loss. It's 4th down.
He'll drop to throw. This one caught. It's the tight end Hockenson. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Bears will get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Fields. He finds his man. Complete. That's Jacobs. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. On 4th down, Fields. And this is caught. He hits more. And he is going to have the Bears first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
And the Bears first down.
On play action, Fields. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 41. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
In motion, the tight end. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
snap it to Fields. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Moore. And he is going to have the Bears first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the fourth down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. The Field's going to take this himself, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Fields now to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Bears on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Fields. Open man, it's Preston Williams. Well, I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They go with Jacobs. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Fields. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. DJ Moore, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Bears are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 19.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Back to throw here.
Jaquan Brisker
Able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Got to be careful here, backed up this deep on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You always think about picking up the 1st down, but in this case, they were thinking about something bigger. They were thinking about the home run shot and took it downfield. Unable to connect, but I admire the effort.
Jones on the return. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
Throw right side, complete to Williams.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
A gain of 7. And the Bears.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll send Williams in motion right. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Here's Fields. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Caleb Evans. And the Vikings have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here. The clock winding down, needed a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And this is caught by Watkins.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. They'll look to throw here on first down. Again, that's Watkins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Back to the ground, Cook. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for two. They'll try and throw for it. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be intercepted.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
From the 6.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you can go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you could just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for Minnesota, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss.
And they will be back home next week for a date with the Washington Commanders.